The story of David and Goliath, 1 Samuel chapter 17. The story of David and Goliath, recorded in 1 Samuel chapter 17, is one of the most powerful and inspiring accounts in the Bible. It tells of the confrontation between a terrifying Philistine giant and a young shepherd boy from Israel, highlighting the strength of faith and the power of God. Background: the story unfolds during a battle between the Philistine army and the Israelites at the Valley of Elah. The Philistines gathered on one hill, and the Israelites on the opposite hill, with the valley between them. From the Philistine ranks emerged a giant warrior named Goliath from Gath. He stood nearly 3 meters tall, wearing heavy bronze armor and carrying a spear as large as a weaver's beam. Goliath stood between the two armies and challenged any Israelite soldier to fight him in single combat. He declared that if the Israelites won, the Philistines would become their slaves, and vice versa. This challenge continued for 40 days, spreading fear and despair throughout the Israelite camp, including King Saul himself. David appears. Meanwhile, David, a young shepherd boy, was the youngest son of Jesse of Bethlehem. He often tended his father's sheep. 3 of David's older brothers were serving in Saul's army. One day, Jesse sent David to deliver food to his brothers and check on the situation at the battlefield. Upon arriving, David heard Goliath's challenge and witnessed the fear among the Israelite soldiers. David was outraged to see the name of the living God being insulted by an uncircumcised foreigner. Despite the ridicule from his brothers and doubts from King Saul, David volunteered to face Goliath. The fateful confrontation. King Saul attempted to equip David with his armor, but David was unfamiliar with it and refused. Instead, he carried his shepherd's staff, a sling, and 5 smooth stones he picked from the stream. David approached Goliath. Seeing that David was just a young boy, Goliath mocked and cursed him. But David boldly declared, "Greater than you come against me with sword, spear, and javelin, but I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty, the God of the armies of Israel, whom you have defied." With unwavering faith in God, David placed a stone in his sling and launched it. The stone struck Goliath's forehead, and he fell face down to the ground. David ran to him, took Goliath's own sword, and cut off his head. When the Philistines saw their champion dead, they panicked and fled. The Israelite army pursued them, securing a resounding victory. Meaning, this story is not merely a military triumph but a powerful testimony of faith and obedience to God. David demonstrated that the size of the problem does not matter compared to the greatness of the God we trust. It shows that God can use the smallest, weakest, and most overlooked individuals in the eyes of the world to accomplish great things, as long as they have a heart that fully trusts in Him.